Hey guys, it's Tomatoda. In today's video, I'm going to review this 24 set of opaque macaron pigments using UV resin and not epoxy resin. As you guys might know, UV resin is a little bit more fickle and sensitive when it comes to pigments due to the UV light penetration. This box was sent to me by Mr. Resin, which means that this is a sponsored video, so thank you, Mr. Resin. If you guys have seen my squeakoid video from the past, I've already reviewed their set of 12 opaque macaron pigments. This 24 box includes the same 12 plus an extra 12 more colors. I also mentioned in that video that I wanted to try their black pigment, but that was my bad because the black is only in their 24 pack of transparent pigments. They also have a 12 pack of transparents, but no black in there. However, the opaque macaron set does have a charcoal, and I don't know about you, but it looks green on my screen. In reality, the color is actually gray, so I was pleasantly surprised. And then I also noticed that a few of the other colors looked a bit whack on the website, like lilac and grape look very similar, but they're very different shades in person. Another comparison is the mocha, Thai tea, and orange cream. You can tell that they're actually very different colors in person. So let me show you what the pigments look like through my camera in case you guys want a little bit more accuracy, I guess. In my opinion, the colors that are actually really similar and only about 1 or 2 shades different are the blueberry and blue cream and the mint chip and pistachio. Before using the colors, shake up the bottles well to mix the solution. The instructions also say to cut the tip off the first time, but I like to just puncture it with a needle because it makes less room for mistakes in my opinion. Now I'm going to use this cat paw keycap mold that I bought on Amazon to help test the colors out. I'm going to pour in my UV resin into the cavities and... Okay, so the instruction says to add no more than 6% of the pigment, but I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to measure that accurately, so I'm just going to add 1 drop of color and mix everything inside the mold. You can see, even though I only added 1 drop, the mixture is getting very pigmented and pretty opaque. It seems like a little goes a long way. In my past squeakoid video, I cured my UV resin solution as solid keycap chunks, but this time, I'm actually going to add in the keycap stems so that I can see how the color or opacity changes in thinner parts of the resin. I'm gonna cure this in my lamp for 5 minutes and then flip it over and cure it for another 5 minutes. Now it's time to demold. The pieces came out solid, thankfully, but they were still a bit hot and kind of soft, so I left it to cool down for a while and then they felt completely hardened. Here is my review of the colors. I'm using these symbols to indicate transparent, semi-transparent, which is good, and opaque, which is also good. My definition of transparent means that you can see through clearly when the resin is thin, and you can see through enough when the resin is thick. Semi-transparent means that you can see through it or kind of see through it when the resin is thin, but you can't see through it when the resin is thick. Opaque pretty much means that almost nothing gets through that shit, thick or thin. For the transparent colors, I was a little disappointed that there were so many of them, but I wanted to see if maybe 2 drops will do the trick to get it to the semi-transparent category, and it did. All of those colors came out semi-transparent when thin and opaque when thick. Even the yellow, which is like fucking crazy. Unfortunately, for the yellow, charcoal, and mocha, the UV resin inside did leak out a bit when I was demolding because the UV light wasn't able to penetrate through the mold enough. So I had to pop it back into the lamp and cure it without the mold, and that did the trick. I do personally recommend curing UV resin pieces for a second round without the mold. It's actually something I do regularly because I'm a little bit paranoid of uncured resin inside like the core of whatever I'm making. As you can see though, I did not include green tea in this party because I wanted to say something else about it. The green tea was a little bit weird. It was really light and transparent. However, from my previous box of 12, the green tea looked like this. So I decided to try out the green tea from the 24 pack again, but it was still the same lightness and transparency. Then I thought I'd try my green tea from the box of 12 to see if that also became more light and transparent over time. But no, it's opaque. It hasn't changed. So I'm wondering if they accidentally missed an ingredient for the green tea in this box of 24. The lemon was also a little bit different. The lemon from my new box of 24 is a lot more yellow and opaque compared to the lemon in my previous box of 12. I really like the new yellow from the box of 24, and I wish I had this yellow when I was working on my squeakoids. I would have been so much happier with the results. But, you know, maybe like the green tea, the yellow from the box of 12 was also missing that special ingredient, making it bright and opaque. Who knows? Which, by the way, if you guys do have a problem with any of their products, go ahead and reach out to them on whatever. Like, I just talked to them on Instagram, and I've heard from other artists too that their customer service is amazing. Anyways, because of this color difference, I decided to compare all of my testers from the box of 12 with the new 24 just in case, and they're pretty much all the same to the point where I can match them up without even looking at the names. Also, even though it hasn't been like super long, it has been 4 months since I poured these testers from my last review, and as you can see, the colors stayed the same. The colors haven't faded. Honestly, before this review, I didn't think I would feel differently about the 12 pack and the 24 pack because the 12 pack has all the basic colors. Like, what more could I need? The frugal side of me thought that the extra 12 colors was like unnecessary and maybe a little bit greedy, but after testing out the 24 pack, I do like it a lot better. I feel like I do need all 24 colors now. I definitely will be making good use of all the colors, especially the yellow. So anyways, I hope this review was informative for you guys and maybe even helpful. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!